Hiya, hiya. So today I'm feeling called to do a collective Reiki session, going through the chakras and in Reiki, I'm in the in-between. I'm in the space between your guides and my guides and the collective whole, right? What will move everyone forward, specifically you, but understanding that we are a part of the collective, and therefore when we move in a direction, the collective, a portion of the collective will move in that direction as well. Today I have my chakra banner, and I'm going to be using this to foundationalize um, the movement through the energy. Also, it's going to help me know more specifically where these energies may be lying within the collective chakra frequencies. And I may be using tuning forks throughout this session. I may be using some sacred instruments throughout this session. We're just going to see what comes up. I'm going to see what's asking to be cleared. I'm going to begin by taking 3 deep breaths and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale all the way into the belly, all the way into the hips. Let the tingles of that vibrational breath go down through the legs, out through the feet as you slowly exhale. Clearing our path forward and backed by the light. So we're going to start in the root. So the root chakra is our sense of grounding, covering the hips down to the sole of the feet, or if you're looking at it in the opposite way, from the sole of the feet up to the hips. Hips being specific, as it is not the center of the pelvis, it is the external hips and they blend in the middle. First thing that's coming into focus is the shins. Left leg, outer side. So our left side is our divine feminine side. It is a side where we sort of are rooted in and step into our creativity. It is also the side that connects us to our past. This space within the shin, I'm getting maybe mid shin, is going to be more of the ages of around 10. I'm hearing 7 to 10 and 10 to 13. So maybe two different collectives in this section. Ages 7 to 10 and 10 to 13. And that is what you are right now. We're clearing through stagnation within the roots. So first we'll dive into 7 to 10. There's a spark, there's a smile, there's a joy, but it's being, or it was, in a place of navigation, which, if you think about it, makes perfect sense for the collective as a whole species, as the age of 7 is typically the second grade in traditionalized schooling. Feel into that space for a moment. If you're unable to connect with it, you can place a hand there. Yes, this is very much left side energy. Feel into your left foot, spread your toes nice and wide. Really get that pinky toe and big toe in the space away from each other. And if you're able, ground your left foot down. Do the same thing with the right foot. Really spread those toes out. And then ground the right foot down. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. In this moment, I want you to feel into your child self from behind the eyes. looking out at the world, not feeling into your child self from looking at what happened, like a movie. Feel it internally, like feel yourself in player one. This version of you is asking you to reimagine, recenter yourself, I'm hearing reorient. Reorient to your Cometic light. So not, you may have connections to Kemet and resonate with Kemet, but this is Cometic light, like a comet. Cometic. 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 And I'm feeling this really bright, descending, brightness descending like sun rays, like a comet. Akana atopekana to aikanoenayan anakilaya taya poyatake ataya doya kaya patiakanta ekataya shobai. You landed and you created a large, what some would say is a hole, an infracture, but it's a divine reorient. You cleared the land. You cleared the land as a divine push for other things to grow, as well as to bring in new galactic materials. We're moving to the right leg. The right leg's taking me to the calf, the back of the calf, at the top, from the lower knee to the mid calf, but still in the bulky muscle part, not the slendering. They're being very specific about that, as there is a natural heart shape at the top of the calf, giving age 13 to 15. There's something about your love. There's something about, and the right side is our divine masculine. The right side is our divine paternal. The right side is our present going into future. There's something about your love. Something about your love that yearns to be soothed in a way. I'm hearing authentic over aesthetic. And I'm getting like this um real, but like think old school real, like really old school with the like old school movie reels with the little boxes on them, little picture boxes, and there's different calf muscles on each of them, and each of them have the heart shape. It's just there's some on larger bodies, smaller bodies, muscular bodies, but the heart shape is always there. I feel like they're bringing in this idea that 13 to 15 has been villainized culturally throughout many cultures, um, as the early teen years. And you still had so much love, and you were looking for somewhere to put it. And it's okay. I'm hearing forgive, 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 forgive. There's an energy of in your future, which is also the now. 5 seconds from now is the future. Oh, confirmation burp. Someone needs to think about time differently. Now I'm feeling the bottom of the foot, right where the arch is. Remove your foot from the thorn. So I'm seeing this YouTube short from the other day that I watched where a guy locked his shoe into this contraption so that he could like neo lean back and dodge the things and look like he was floating. And maybe that's what you've been doing, and spirit is saying unlock your foot from this earthly contraption so that we can really allow your love to float and fly. Take a deep breath in. Take a big breath out. I'm being called to move into the sacral. I feel like there's a lot of pendulum swinging in the sacral. There's a lot of connections vying for your attention. I feel like the love of 13 to 15 may have been misplaced due to circumstances, due to it not immediately being accepted when you were younger in that 7 to 10 space. I did not forget about 10 to 13. If things drop out of the reading, it's because it's not meant to happen right then. I'm just being asked to say that. I feel like someone rewatching this is like, I was waiting for 10 to 13, but maybe it's meant for 10 to 13 to be in the mind, and also maybe focus a little further back than you think you should. But that 13 to 15 energy of purity of love, but being able to do it without being a pendulum, maybe swinging back and forth as a teenager living two different lives. Spirit wants you to know that each day that you are reawakened to engage in this life, you are clearing the sacral chakra. Each time you are activated and your eyes open in the morning, you are being invited to do things differently, to engage and interact differently, which is what our sacral chakra brings us. We have the pelvis, we have the womb, we have the gonads, we have the lower abdomen, your internal, deeper internal organs. It is about putting out, it's also about creation. Find your balance in creation. And it's okay to have less of a sacral focus at this time in your life, like animalistic sacral focus. We must remember the history of mankind. You remember that we are a part of the procreation of the earth 3D realm, not just through children, but through our artistic creations, through our spiritual contributions, through our interpersonal interactions. We are meant to move the earth, move the world, move humanity forward, regardless of our avataric gender. No gender, no gender. Ano ko apul kumatika mutuka. Inakayata. Uno opakatayaka. It is okay. It's 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 okay. I'm hearing there have been children lost, and it's okay. I'm seeing I'm feeling this energy as sort of a womb space. Within it, though, are these little, like when we look at meetings, little meeting avatars or meeting like clip art. It's like the bigger little blue outline person. Then there's all these little other blue blob people, and they're like connected through lines or connected in a circle or something, and that's like a meeting. I'm hearing that like these interactions with, yeah, with children, lost children, given children, unheld children. Let it come out of limbo. Let it come out of limbo, for spirit is not holding it in limbo. I'm hearing spirit has given you every one of those souls back already. In the children of others, in dependents such as pets, elders, the sick, the needy, the greedy. And it's also giving you those children back in the unconditional love that you feel, even if it's moments of spark in that sense. You are forgiven by these souls. You are forgiven by the continuum. Allow yourself to be forgiven within, because it's time to move on. You need to clear the space so that you can interact differently. Moving into the solar plexus, which we were already sort of doing with that last one when I was doing the swap, like the swap cleaning, because our interactions, perceptions, perceivings, portrayals, persecutions, prodding within our interactions, it is what either fortifies the armor that we put over ourselves, or it helps to cleanse the karma. I'm hearing arma or karma. Either you get arma or you get karma. Karma is not the same as armor. Karma is not inherently bad. Karma is also a reflection of all that you've done well. And it does not come from the external, it comes from an internal feeling that then is reflected back to you. We're in a rough time right now in the third density. And we must understand that when we say, and I'm hearing when we say, so like uh, 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 um, the collective, the council speaks, when we say the things that you see with your eyes are not always the things that you are putting out. A mirror does not just reflect the objects, it also reflects their shadows. The objects of your affection do carry shadows. However, you are sent to bring the light, and therefore you need to remain in honor of it. You will forwardly illuminate their shadows within their faces until they are in front of it themselves. And something very important about being backlit, just as right now you are not able to fully see my face clearly, there's some Andromedan energy coming in right now. So maybe you resonate with that. With that civilization. Lemurian. We're dealing in a space from the belly button and around to the lower rib cage and around. The high abdomen, the stomach, the bottom of the esophagus, the tips of the lungs, the floating ribs. The muscles of the body that are meant to lift up your hips, therefore pulling up your roots and rerouting you where you are going to be most successful. Successful, not one word, but two. You are a divine design, like a tree, like a blade of grass, like a deer, like a flower, like a cloud. You are unique. Your avatar may look like something else and be able to be verbally identified. However, the energy that you carry is not the same. Be not entangled by the things that were held before you. No, atacaya, porque atacando, eu tô contando que tá se querendo cara. O cono puta cai, ti. O gana cada dia da cara, sabe cara. O corpo tá cara. O cono é cara, gente que tá, que picar, no coto. It's time for you to step in and step out. Step into yourself and step out as yourself. Just as with this verbal transmission, in order for us to help you, you must be fully engaged so that we can move in real time. Otherwise, we must slow everything down for your understanding. Please trust that we are here to help you and let go of knowing what is next, because that is ego. And visualizing the solar plexus being lit. If you were in my person, not within me, but in person, hands over solar plexus. Call in the ever blooming sun lotus. I place in this drop of divinity and allow it to bloom. Please hold. My apologies. The solar plexus chakra seemed to bring in a lot of different energies. Um, you are not originally, your soul um, is not originally an earthen soul, and that's okay. And it may have been difficult to live through your lifetimes because of that fact. I'm just going to say it, because of that fact. It may not be, we think about things in scientific method, provable, blah, blah, blah. Things like that are provable from within. Things like that are provable from beyond a DNA test, because your DNA is testing your current avatar, not your soul's frequency. Your soul's DNA is beyond time and matter. We're going to move into the heart now. Your heart needs to be held. And that's starting to come in. As I was doing the tuning fork, it was like in here and 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 here. There's a bunch of small ones. There's a bunch of small holdings where some, it feels like I'm hearing it's holding a part of you, but not all of you. Even though you can be your full self, maybe you have been going through a hermetic stage of life, and I'm hearing my Scorpios, my Virgos, my Aquariuses. Less so Aquarius. Aquarius more like a mental hermitage, whereas Virgo and Scorpio feels more 3D. For your heart, start to take the, I don't know why I'm seeing a jar of buttons, like random buttons, random buttons, random buttons, random buttons, and fasten up the openings in your heart. Spirit says, very good. Your authenticity is going to carry you into these places where your heart can be buttoned up. 'cause it's too cold for you here and now. So let me hold both your hands in the holes of my sweater. Spirit's still coming through. Spirit's still giving you both. I'm hearing tribe and random, tribe and stranger, tribe and earth, tribe and earth, tribe and earth, tribe and earth. I'm seeing the arms. If you are here, know that you are protected. So lean into the hugs. Those looking to siphon energy through hugging you can no longer penetrate through the light that is being cast around you at this time by the divine, and the light that is being cast from inside of you, powered by the external light of the divine. You are fully lit, and there are no hooks that can get into your heart anymore, even if they touch it from the outside. I'm once again seeing the sacral chakra, and it's bringing me the image of a sperm making it into the uterus. That's a long, hard journey. You've done the long, hard journey, and the space is fortified. Only the proper divine children, I'm hearing, of your heart will be birthed at this time. All others will be rejected on sight. On sight. I just heard the old Kings of Comedy Bernie Mac thing. You seen that, Bobby? If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it. But your soul, I think that Kings of Comedy thing, your soul, your heart, it's meant to laugh. It's meant to have joy. You are meant to have joy. You are meant to laugh. The 3D is very heavy right now, but you're a comet. You broke through the barrier to be here. And when you got here as a comet, you were found and you were sectioned off and you were dispersed through space and time, placed on pedestals, and buried as well as a common rock. But you retrieved your pieces. I'm hearing, is it Isis? Your divine feminine has gone off and retrieved your divine masculine pieces. There is no more wounding in the heart. The love of self has been returned to you. You have such a divine compass, and you've been following this. I'm seeing a golden divine compass that doesn't just have your cardinal directions, it has points that are ever moving, points that are solidly fixed. Your zodiac is balanced for this lifetime. Dig into it. Wake up your heart. Loss is just as common as seasonal change. And while that may seem cold and unloving, the greatest love we can give is the truth. Seasons come and go. There is a cycle that is fixed. Fixed. And it will continue to fix itself, seasons becoming longer and or shorter as needed by Mother Gaia. You are, though, now in Cometic alignment to fulfill your heart's desires. But it must be done from a place of love and understanding. Understanding does not mean sticking around to be poked and prodded. Understanding means that you understand what has been presented to you and that you move accordingly with full love still intact. I'm seeing a bright, shimmering emerald and blue and gold. You're doing very well. You've healed your heart. You've buttoned it up. And for the parts that are deeper within, those buttons are right around the corner. Your jar is almost full. 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups also came up in a reading that I did yesterday, card reading. Maybe if you would like, you can go back and check that out. For the throat, the third eye, and the crown, I'm feeling that this is going to be all blended together as it is talking about speaking your intuition, speaking your intuition in divine order, knowing that the vibration of your throat is connected to not just your words, as that is very humanistic. And not humanistic in a sense of understanding love and acceptance of all humans, humanistic in the sense of the box of being human. You do not need to speak to speak. You do not need to speak to speak. You do not need to speak to speak. 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 It is important to understand the difference between casting pearls to swine and feeding the farm. You will know when to speak, as there will be a clear 3D depiction of when to speak. You will be called 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 to speak. Speak, 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 speak. Your energy speaks. Your channels are clear and therefore they resonate out to all of those who may not be able to hear with their humanly ears because you speak to the comet within them. You speak to the star within them. You speak to the love within them that may be caged. Sitting with this activation is going to be the crown chakra. You are in an alignment now where your higher chakras are able to see beyond time and space into the continuum. I close this transmission out with a soul heart fork. I will layer the chakras. I pray that this transmission brings alignment to both things within the 3D and beyond. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for sharing the space. And I pray that this has opened the path for continual renewal within your life, for continual abundance within your life. You have been reborn. This is not through me. This is through confirmation. Thank you so much for being here on this earth at this time, doing the work that you're doing. Namaste and mahalo.